Hey everyone, it's me, Mr. Ben. I'm assuming that if you are tuning in, you're ready to do your grab and go craft. We have our kits at all of our different locations. You can grab one. If you didn't get one, I will tell you what you need just in case you want to follow along. I have one example right here. I made a blue one earlier this week. So let's see how we do it. Alright guys, so here's everything we need to do our craft. We have scissors, pencil, school glue, a glue stick, 2 large pom-poms, 2 smaller pom-poms, 2 googly eyes, a small piece of cardstock, tissue paper, a cardboard roll, and our construction sheet. Now, the first thing I would actually advertise doing first is we are going to take the googly eyes and put them on our pom-pom. The reason being that it takes a little time for the googly eyes to dry. So, put a little dab of glue here. And now we'll let those sit. The next step we're going to do is we want to measure our sheet and our cardboard tube. So we'll move this tissue paper to the side for now. And all we're going to do is we are just going to roll it up. It doesn't have to be perfect right now because we just need to see how long it needs to be. And I like to leave a little excess. So we'll say about right here. We'll take our pencil, make a line, and use our scissors to cut right here. We'll set this aside. We'll use this later. Next step, glue the paper to the cardboard tube. Okay. It's a little messy, but it's okay. Before we go gluing our pom-poms on, I want to mark out where I'm putting them. So this will be where my eyes are. Put them right here. And my nostrils will be down here. Just so I have a frame of reference. And then we go ahead and stick on the pom-poms. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of trouble, but it will work with the school glue. If you have a parent or a guardian around you, what you can do to speed up this process is use a little hot glue, because what I'm going to have to do after this is just let it sit for a good while. So I sit right there, and we'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, it's been about 10 minutes, and as you can see, our eyeballs are on pretty good. To reiterate what I said earlier, if for some reason you are having trouble, you can always ask an adult if they have hot glue. Maybe you can borrow that. Or you could use tacky glue, which is a little better than school glue. It will work with the school glue. It's just sometimes pom-poms give us trouble. Anyway, let's move on to the next step. So next, we are going to be cutting out strips of tissue paper. We want them kind of thick, and we want them to look kind of flame shaped, so this will take a little bit. Ta-da! We did it! Great. So, next step we're going to do is we actually have a little bit more cutting we want to do, so we're just going to take our flames, put them to the side. And that excess paper we were talking about, it's coming in handy right now. So what we're going to do is we want to make some ears for our dragons. Here's a couple of example shapes. You could just make some big ears like that. But what I want to do is I want to make kind of like a wink. So let's draw that out and we'll talk again. Alright, Alright, and you'll notice that I'm only doing it once. And the reason is we are just going to fold it over. Make sure that it covers both sides. So that way we can just cut the shape out once. Alright, 2 ears. Great. Next little piece of cardstock we have, those are going to be its horns, and I'm just going to go simple. Just going to go boo. Great. So now we have everything that we need to assemble our dragon. So I have this spare sheet because I find it easier to do it this way. And what we're going to do with this is we are going to start gluing everything onto our dragon. So take your glue stick, put a lot of glue, and then on the inside of his mouth, just stick it in. And we're going to do that for every piece of flame that we have. Alternate between yellow, red, and orange for the best effect. Alright, I think that does it for his flames. Next, we are going to take the horns, make a little bend in them so we know where we're putting them. And we will stick those on as well. These we're putting towards the back of his head. As you know, it's a dragon and he needs horns. And last, the dragon's ears. We are going to do the same thing that we did for the horn. So make a little bend so it's easier to hook on the inside and it will stand up. And there it is. There's our dragon. Roar! And there you have it, folks. We have our green dragon ready to burninate his enemies. Thanks. See you next week.